Now, the greatest radio shows of all time.
Suspense.
The Shadow Node.
Washington calling David Harding, counter-spy.
Classic radio theater.
The Great Gildersleeve.
Fibber McGee and Molly.
Dragnet. Gunsmoke.
The Lone Ranger.
Now, step back into our time machine with your host, Wyatt Cox.
Good evening, friends of the Inner Sanctum.
Freeman Gosden and Charles Correll in an episode of Amos-n-Andy. This episode, entitled Faith in Those We Love, was originally broadcast April 8th, 1951.
Say, Annie, you know what that music say?
Yes, Amos, that music say, good health to all from Rexall.
The Amos-n-Andy Show, transcribed with Ernestine Wade, Johnny Lee, Will Wright, Byron Kane, Jeff Alexander's music, and radio's all-time favorites, Amos and Andy. During the last war, the Kingfish worked in a defense plant, and he invested $900 of his savings in an oil well. Let's turn back the calendar to the day he came home with the stock certificates. He has just told Sapphire the news. She thought it over a moment and accepted it with typical wifely understanding.
You bought what, you stupid bum?
Now, wait a minute, honey. I invested in an oil well. And believe me, honey, it's a good investment. I made the investment, and you know, honey, in life, you got to have faith in those you love.
Well, before I has faith in you, there's one thing I want to know. What's the name of this oil company?
Well, it's a very legitimate outfit. Look at the title on the certificate here. It's the Surefire Jim Dandy Crackerjack Oil Company. With main offices in the basement of the Eureka building. I got 20 shares in this latest well.
Huh. Where is this oil well, George?
Well, where it is ain't important.
Well, is it in Texas?
No, it ain't in Texas.
Pennsylvania?
No, it ain't in Pennsylvania neither.
Well, just where is this oil well?
Death Valley.
Death Valley? Why, they never discovered oil there yet. That's the driest place in the world. They can't even find water there, let alone oil.
Well, now, wait a minute, honey. Now, wait a minute. This is a sure thing. The man explained it to me. They has got positive geological proof that there is oil there.
What kind of proof is that?
Well, the man said that the whole area is covered with gophers. And for the last 2 months, the little beggars has been coming up greasy.
Well, it's 4 years later, and the officials of the Surefire Jim Dandy Crackerjack Oil Company are in jail. This morning, the Kingfish received a letter from the lawyer who was handling the claims of the stockholders.
Well, now, look here, honey. I got my check from the company back. Look here, $900. I got it back. Yes, sir. You see, I told you got to have faith in the ones you love.
Listen, George Stevens, my faith goes just so far. Now, hand over that $900.
Well, now, wait a minute, Chuck. Get your claws off that check. It don't say nothing about Mrs. on that thing here. All it say on here is George Stevens and $900. And believe me, them two make a charming couple.
You give me that money, George, before you lose it. I'm the one that ought to handle the money.
Well, now, listen. Women's has got no place in finance. You ain't never heard of Mrs. J. Ping Pong Morgan, is you? Or Mrs. Corn Exchange? Or Mrs. Andrew Mellonhead? You ain't heard of them?
George Stevens, all I got to say is that you better put that money in the bank.
Well, now, listen, honey. The big men in the industry is the ones that took the chances. After all, if General Motors listened to his wife, he'd still be a second lieutenant now. For that, I got the perfect scheme to invest this your money. Now, look here, I'm going to tell you something. I having lunch with Andy Brown today, and we is discussing the whole thing. Now, please, honey, let me go through with it, will you?
Well, George, I've been thinking that maybe the trouble with us is that you and me never trusted each other.
Yeah.
Maybe the reason these deals never works out is because I'm so much against them.
Yeah.
George, this time you can do it.
You mean it, honey?
Yes, George. I'm going to have faith in you. Because after all, George, in life we must have faith in those we love. And from now on, that's our motto. Faith in those we love. I'm going in and get dinner now.
Talk about the tiger changing the spots. This is like Jack the Ripper turning out to be Little Lord Fauntleroy here. Well, have some more spaghetti and meatballs, Andy.
Oh, thank you, Kingfish, thank you. Say, you know, it's nice of you to take me to lunch down here at Joe's Beanery.
Oh, that's the way all businessmen request big business deals at lunch, you know.
They do, huh?
Oh, certainly, Andy. Many a $1 million deal has been started with an enchilada and consummated over a teaspoonful of bicarbonate.
What you got that road map there for?
Now, wait a minute, not so loud, Andy.
Oh.
Now, listen, Andy, I got some inside information.
Yes, huh?
They is building a new highway out on Long Island. It starts out here at Hewlett and follows the old Dutch road and cuts across to the North Shore. Look at the map there, and you'll see where it's going to be.
Yeah. Boy, they sure got a lot of roads on Long Island, ain't they?
Yeah, now every one of them white lines is existing highways.
Hey, Kingfish, look at this highway here. That is the crookedest one I done ever seen. It twists and turns all over the map.
Yeah, well, hey, wait a minute, Anna. That's a piece of spaghetti.
Yeah. You know, I was wondering why one end of it was paved with tomato sauce.
Throw it back on your plate there, Andy. Ain't no sense wasting it there.
Yeah, that's right. Now, tell me this, Kingfish. What is the proposed highway got to do with us?
Well, now, look, Anna. I got this $900, and you got a couple of $100 in the bank. Now, we can pool our resources and buy a lot right off the highway and build a hot dog stand. And in a couple of months, when the highway opens up, we'll have one of the key spots on the whole road.
Yeah, well, it sounds good, but this ain't one of these deals that you're going to get me into, and then when it sours up, you're going to stick me with it, is you?
Oh, of course not, Anna. I got a new philosophy in life.
Good.
I loves you, boy, and you loves me, and in life we must have faith in those we love.
Yeah, well, that sounds all right, but, you know, I remember one time you quoted me the golden rule, and while I was wiping the tears out of my eyes, you done lifted my wallet.
No, I was on the level this time. You and me is going in this together. We is going to be honest men. We is going to be loyal, and we're going to have integrity toward one another.
Yeah, well, how we going to do that?
We is going to gyp somebody else.
Now you is talking.
Yeah, now that's the spirit, Andy. Now we'll go out to Long Island and we'll find some little real estate broker that don't know about the new highway.
Yeah.
And we'll pull the wool over his eyes and buy a lot right on that new highway before he knows what's going on.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, we'll get out there this afternoon and golden rule him out of every nickel he's got. Hey, Kingfish, this really is a back road we is on here.
Yeah, it is all right. Bump in. Pull up here, Andy. Yeah, this looks like the real estate place right here. Yeah, there's a sign there say, Ye Old Real Estate Office.
Yeah, hey, that's some shack there. I ain't seen a place with a horse trough in front of it in a long time.
Yeah, well, come on, let's get out the bus here.
Okay.
Open the gate, Andy.
I ain't heard nothing squeak like that since they was putting Grandpa in the box.
Wait a minute, Andy. Look in the window there. Look at the old fella behind the desk. Yeah, we come to the right place, boy, all right?
Yeah, look at him sitting there whittling on that piece of wood.
Yeah, let's get in there. Yeah, we oughtn't have no trouble pulling the wool over his eye. Well, here we go, boy. Open the door there.
Abba dabba 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 abba dabba 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 honeymoon toot toot. Oh, hello, gents. Hello.
Oh, excuse me, but Would you be the owner of this real estate office here?
Yeah, I be. William Stebbins is the name. Wild Bill Stebbins, you call me.
Yeah, well, we is looking to buy a lot up here in these parts.
Well, I'm looking to sell one.
Yeah, not to be inquisitive, mister, but has you had much business up here lately?
Well, we had a slight flurry about 8 years ago. Sold one lot then, yes.
You mean you ain't sold nothing for 8 years?
Mm.
Why don't you close up the place here?
Can't. Lost the key.
Yeah, well, sometime, mister, when they puts up some new developments in a place like, airports or airports, sometimes the price goes up when they put something new in.
Well, he ain't put nothing new in here for quite a spell. Newest thing they put in the ground up here was old Fred Desmond. He was 92.
Yeah. But has you got any lots in the neighborhood here? Anything, say, in the vicinity of, well, let's say, Old Dutch Road?
Yeah, sir. We'd like something in the general physiognomy of that area there.
Dutch Road, you say?
Yeah.
Well, say, I think I do. Some years back, I subdivided a section up that way. Never sold a lot, though.
No.
Let's take a look at the map here.
Mm-hmm.
Wait till I blow the dust off, see if we got the right county.
No.
Yeah, here we are, Old Dutch Road. There's the subdivision. Lots 1 to 78, both sides of the road.
Say, that lot there, number 27, that's right on the road, ain't it?
Smack dab on it. Mm-hmm. Like to take a run out and look it over?
Oh, no, you might see something. I mean, I don't think that you can stand the trip, is what I sort of say. I mean, we all trust each other,
Yes, sir, those we love and all that.
Yes. Well, I was just trying to put a price on that lot. Now, what did you say to $1,000?
What would you say to 500?
$850.
600.
Yeah, 8 1/4.
I'll take it for $750.
Got yourself a deal.
Mr. Wild Bill, get out your fountain pen, put your John Ham Hock right on the line there, and we got the whole thing.
Hello, Fred. Bill Stebbins calling. Say, I just sold another lot today in Parcel A. Yeah, a couple operators from New York. Yeah, that new highway they're putting through really brought out the suckers, didn't it? Which one to get rid of? Well, hold your hat for this. I unloaded 27. Wait till I get out there and find that since the last rainstorm, lot 27 was on the side of a cliff.
April 8th, 1951, Amos-n-Andy on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox.
Are you in bad pain? You know what I mean. Your knees hurt. Your shoulder hurts. Your elbow and back are constantly killing you. And I'm sure you've tried every pain pill or cream available at the drugstore. Am I right? Well, here's something you haven't tried. Pain Magic. Pain Magic is not available at any drugstore. The only place you can get it is by calling the special toll-free number I'm about to give you.
And to make things even better, call right now and find out about our buy one, get one free offer. We're so confident it'll work for you that we offer a free bottle with your purchase. No prescription required.
Call now to learn how you can get Pain Magic and get rid of your pain. Remember, your results may vary.
800-492-8164. 800-492-8164. 800-492-8164. That's 800-492-8164.
Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox continues with more of Amos-n-Andy from April 8th, 1951.
Say, Kingfish, this old Dutch road is really a cow path. They sure needs a highway through here, all right.
Oh, yeah, Andy. Yeah, we really jumping the gun here, though. Yeah, see them stakes on the side of the road there? That's where the surveyors is laid out the new highway, you see?
Yeah, it's hilly country up this way, though.
Yeah, pull up here, Andy. You know, according to the map, our lot 27 ought to be around here someplace. Mm-hmm. Hey, they got them all staked out, Andy. Here's a stake here, say lot number 42.
Yeah, I'm glad we ain't got this one. It's on a slight incline. Hey, over here is lot 38, Kingfish.
Yeah, glad we ain't got this one neither. It's right in the shade of this horrible cliff here. Yeah, cut off all the sunlight. Look at that. Yeah, that reminds me, Andy. We ain't found our property yet, did we?
No, it's supposed to be closer to the highway, too.
Mm-hmm.
Say, maybe it's probably over the cliff there on the other side of the thing there. Let's get the car and drive around there.
Wait a minute, never mind about that, Andy. Why can't we just climb over the thing here? We ain't got nothing else to do. A little mountain climbing might do us good there.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I guess from up there we can get a good panorama of the whole section.
Oh, sure, the exercise won't help us. Come on, let's go here, boy.
Okay.
Yeah, come on, boy. Start off strong, yep.
There we go.
Yeah, go up the hill here. Up. Careful there, Andy. Grab that tree there.
Yeah.
Yeah, watch the rocks falling behind me. Yeah, you got your rubber heels on, Andy?
No, but with the holes in the bottom of my shoes, I can get a pretty good grip with the balls of my feet.
Careful, Andy. Watch it there, watch it.
Yeah, we're getting there. Yeah, we're almost to the top. Hey, wait a minute. Here's something to get a grip on here.
Yeah, what is that thing, Andy?
Oh, it's a sign somebody driv into the side of the cliff.
Sign?
Yeah.
What do it say, Andy?
It say, lot 27.
Why in the world would anyone drive our lot sign into the side of the cliff?
The only reason I can think of is because the side of the cliff is our lot. Kingfish, we has been stuck.
I'll say we has been wild billed into a lemon here.
You said it. Well, there's one consultation I got. With taxes and everything, I only got $200 in this rock pile, but you has got $800. What you gonna do when Sapphire finds out after she done put her faith in you?
Only one thing I can do, Andy, come back here and throw myself off the cliff. Well, come on into the office, Andy.
Kingfish, I didn't sleep a wink last night thinking about us buying that lot on the side of the hill. Hey, what you got all them papers there for?
Well, Andy, I'm doing some figuring here. I got a map of the lot we bought, and I think I got a way that we can build a hot dog stand on the thing.
Listen, Kingfish, how you gonna build a hot dog stand on the side of a hill? That lot is practical perpendicular.
Andy, I done sort of laid the thing out here. Now, here's a plan I drawed. Now, here's the hill, and here's how the hot dog stand is going to set on the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you see, I done put the counter in there, the stools, the grill, and the entrance and everything.
Yeah, it don't look bad, but there's still a steep climb up to the place.
Well, now, I figured it out this way, Andy. The customers parks their cars here at the letter A.
Yeah.
Now, then they mushes up here to B.
Mm-hmm.
Now, right here, we straps them on to the stool C.
Yeah, well, the operation is going smooth so far, but I was just looking here. The counter is at C, but the grill is 75 feet up in the air here at D. How do we work that?
Well, that's simple, Andy. Now, I is the waiter standing at C. I takes the orders and I yodels them up to you at D. Now, you puts on your spike shoes and you starts the descent.
Yeah, but wait a minute here. Suppose between C and D, I slips on some grease. We all going to end up back at A.
Well, I admit it ain't perfect, but it's the only alternative is to catch the hot dogs in a rivet bucket. That's the only thing I see. Now, listen, Andy, I think the next step is to talk to a builder. Now, suppose you and me...
Oh, come in, Amos, come in.
Hi, Andy. Hello there, Kingfish.
Hi, Amos.
Hi, Amos.
We're building a hot dog stand on the side of a hill.
Excuse me there. What is that you're building?
Oh, yeah. We're going to have a waitress in a rivet bucket and everything else.
Yes, Amos, you see, we done bought a piece of property out where they're building a new highway. The property is on the side of a hill, but we're making the best of it. We got the plans right here.
Yeah. Look here. Look what we got here.
Now, wait a minute, fellas. You can't build a hot dog stand, on a lot like this. That hill must be at least 150 feet in the air. You ain't gonna get people to walk up there or nothing.
Yeah. Kingfish, Amos is right. We ain't got nothing here.
Oh, me, Amos, what in the world is we gonna do? We got almost $1,000 invested in the thing. Well, fellas, they does wonderful things with them bulldozers these days. Maybe you could get a hold of a construction company and get them to level off the thing down to the road for you.
Yeah, that's better than putting spiked shoes on the hot dogs, all right.
Well, Amos, that's our idea there. Get the lot bulldozed. Now we're doing it, yeah. Now, look here. They had us down, but we was back on top again. All we got to do is get a hold of a bulldozer and get them to make a molehill out of our mountain. That's what we got to do. Boy, Andy, look at that bulldozer move that dirt over there, boy.
Oh, yeah, that sure make a difference. It cost us $200, but we really leveled the thing right down to the road. Look at that.
Yeah, now we can put the hot dog stand up, and that will show Sapphire that she really having faith in those she loves.
Yeah, faith in those you loves is the thing, all right. Hey, Kingfish, that bulldozer fella's coming over to speak to us, Jim.
Yes, sir. How's the dozing coming along?
Well, we'll finish up today. Say, I was just wondering here, why do you boys want this lot leveled off like this? I can't understand it.
Well, confidential, we're going to build a hot dog stand. You see, they're building a new highway through here, and we want our stand to be right here on the level of the road.
Level with it? Say, I know all about that new highway. To span these two ravines here, the highway is going to run through here on a viaduct. It's going to be 150 feet above the old Dutch road.
Uh-oh, April 8th, 1951, Amos-n-Andy on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox.
Hi, this is Kyle Horvath with the White Pine County Tourism and Recreation Board. If you want to get away from the big cities and get back to nature this summer, give us a call at 775-289-3720 or visit us online at ely-nevada.net. There's so much to do and see I can't mention it in 30 seconds, but check out our website and you'll see what Nevada is really all about. ely-nevada.net or follow us on Facebook or Instagram. Give us a call at 775-289-3720 or visit us online at ely-nevada.net.
It's a big, bold story set in the heartland of America, along the edge of Lonely Mountain. I am open for business. And so Big William Gorgon, played by handsome Michael James, fiercely set down his Midwest roots.
Oh, darling, we're going to sell bathrobes and raise chickens.
Set his adoring wife, Wilhelmina, portrayed by beautiful Glenda Olsen.
Oh, I love our store, Will.
But they hadn't counted on Big Ralph's bathrobes and cattle store coming to town.
Oh, Will, what will we do, Will?
Will had a plan, a way of facing off against tough Big Ralph. We're going to change the face of America. We're going to advertise.
Adver what?
With print, broadcasting, and bus benches, we're going to tell people who we are and where we are.
What's a bus?
And so the story of how one man brought advertising to the heartland.
Oh, will it work?
It will. Well, my name ain't Will, Wilhelmina. You got to advertise or we'll die. And so the greatest marketing story of all time is here. Advertise or die, dopey.
Put your message on this national advertising platform. Email classicradiotheater@gmail.com. classicradiotheater@gmail.com. So Amos-n-Andy's lot was level with where the viaduct was going to go before they had their construction people out there leveling it down to the old road. This isn't good. The conclusion of Amos-n-Andy now, April 8, 1951 on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox.
Well, Kingfish, what do we do now? We done spent every nickel we had on the lot clearing it off.
Well, I don't know what we can do, Andy. Think of the spot I was in after Sapphire tell me that she gonna have faith in those she love. I got in a mess like this.
Yeah, she ain't gonna take losing that $900 easy.
Yeah, Andy, losing this $900 proved that Sapphire's been right all these years. I ain't nothing but a failure. I ain't nothing but a no-count. I ain't nothing but a nincompoop. I ain't nothing but a
bum.
Bum. Thank you, dear boy.
Well, what you gonna do now, Kingfish?
Andy, I'm gonna run away. I'm gonna vanish from sight. I'm gonna melt away like a hunk of butter on a hot griddle.
Yeah? Where you going, Kingfish?
Well, I ain't decided yet, Andy. That's why I got this world globe out. I thought I'd just spin this thing like a roulette wheel and stop it at random with my finger.
Yeah.
And wherever it stops, wherever my finger touches, that's where I'm going.
Well, that's a good idea. Go ahead and spin it.
All right. There she go. It's got to be a place thousands of miles from civilization. A place of jungles and swamps. A desolate wasteland where no human foot has ever trod before. There.
Where'd it stop?
New Jersey.
Well, listen, I think you want someplace a little more civilized than that. Let me spin the thing, King.
Yeah, go ahead. Take a whirl at it, Dan.
There we go.
All right. What you got, Dan?
Did you ever hear of a country called Rand McNally?
That's no good, Andy. It's behind the Iron Curtain. They won't let you in there. Look, Andy, the best thing for me to do is to just get on a train and head out for nowhere.
Yeah, well, I guess then this is goodbye, huh, King?
Yes, Andy, and I don't part from you without shedding a tear.
Nah.
Andy, you has meant a lot to me over the years. I has really loved you, boy. I has watched you grow. I has watched you come up in the world.
Nah.
I has been proud of you, son. Awful proud of you. I has guided you. Tried to show you the right way, son. And now, son, this is farewell forever.
Kingfish, before you go, could I ask you something?
Certainly, Andy. What is it?
Would you mind if I called you Mother?
Andy, if you ain't got no more sentiment than that, I'll smack you right in the mouth. Now, I tell you, Andy, the trouble with you is,
Well, hiya, boy.
Hi, Calhoun. You just in time to see the Kingfish run away.
Oh, no, don't do that. Don't do that, boy, because don't forget, the law can reach out and wrap that long arm around you.
Now, listen, Calhoun, I gotta do it. You see, it's got to do with my wife. I'm running away because I can't face my wife. What else can I do?
Wear dog glasses.
Oh, no. Listen, Calhoun. I done had $900. She told me to give it to her, but I wouldn't listen. I went ahead and invested it, and I lost it.
Yeah, she let the Kingfish do it because the Kingfish told her that she gotta have faith in those she loves.
Yeah, well, you can't run away from a boy. You just can't do it. You got to go to your wife and throw yourself at her feet like this. And you got to say it to her, darling, darling, I've been wrong, I've been wrong. You got to tug at the hem of her skirts like this and say, darling, darling.
Calhoun, you done ripped the cuff off my pants here, bro.
Oh, Kingfish, you got to tear her heart out. You got to say, take me back. Take me back, honey, because without you, life ain't nothing but an empty shell. If you don't take me back, I'll go through darkness. I'll march on through the jungles of life, all alone, until I fall exhausted in some faraway land and lay there die.
Kingfish, you better get him a glass of water. He done passed out.
Oh, let him lay there. He done give me an idea, Andy. Sorry to bother you while you're doing house cleaning and dusting, honey, but there's something that I want to talk to you about.
What is it, George?
Honey, when you said before that our new motto was we gonna have faith in those we love, you meant it, didn't you?
That's right. From the very bottom of my heart, George.
And that means that no matter what I did that was wrong, no matter how bad it seemed, you would still go right on having faith in me, wouldn't you?
Why, certainly, George.
Honey, I lost the $900.
You what? Take this!
Oh, but honey, I thought you said you were going to have faith in each other.
The only time I have faith in you is when you is unconscious.
Can't hardly disagree with her. April 8th, 1951, Amos-n-Andy on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox.
Are you in bad pain? You know what I mean. Your knees hurt. Your shoulder hurts. Your elbow and back are constantly killing you. And I'm sure you've tried every pain pill or cream available at the drugstore. Am I right? Well, here's something you haven't tried. Pain Magic. Pain Magic is not available at any drugstore. The only place you can get it is by calling the special toll-free number I'm about to give you.
And to make things even better, call right now and find out about our buy one, get one free offer. We're so confident it'll work for you that we offer a free bottle with your purchase. No prescription required.
Call now to learn how you can get Pain Magic and get rid of your pain. Remember, your results may vary.
800-492-8164. 800-492-8164. 800-492-8164. That's 800-492-8164.
Now on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, an episode of the Coca-Cola sponsored soap opera Claudia. This was originally broadcast April 8th, 1948.
And now, Claudia.
Well, here you are.
Oh, Claudia. Hello, dear. When did you get in? I didn't hear you.
Just now. I didn't know you were home.
Oh, I just got in, too.
Why are you hiding in the bedroom? Aren't you glad to see me?
Of course I am. Delighted. Why?
Well, I don't know. You just don't seem to be.
Oh, nonsense. Just to prove to you how glad I am. Here.
That's not very glad. That's wishy-washy glad. That's better.
You're home late.
And I was out all day, too. I was at Dr. Rowland's, and
What did Dr. Rowland have to say?
the baby's fine. What do you think he'd say?
The baby's fine. What about you?
Oh, I'm fine, too.
Good.
Mrs. Norton, he said, you are fine.
Fine.
Now tell me, what are you hiding in the bedroom?
Hiding? Who's hiding?
You, and you're sitting on something, too.
I certainly hope so.
I mean besides the chair.
I don't see anything besides it.
David,
What, dear?
don't what, dear me. I know you have something up your sleeve.
You're cute. Tell me, am I sitting on what's up my sleeve? I must be a contortionist.
If you don't tell me, I'll tickle you.
Oh, no, not that.
Then
Please,
confess,
not
confess.
There you are. Bluff's confessed for me.
So that's it. David, you took it.
I took what?
The mail order catalog.
Now, Claudia, why on earth would I do a thing like
Oh, so you admit it.
You make it sound like a terrible crime.
You have a guilty conscience.
Oh, I just thought I'd glance through it, waiting for you to come home.
And that's why you hid in the bedroom.
Is it?
Well, it's getting late. Just give me the catalog. And while you shower, I'll just glance through it.
Oh, I've got plenty of time. It's still early.
It's not as early as you think, David.
Then maybe you'd better go and start getting dinner ready.
Oh, it's not that late. I've just time to... What's so funny?
You.
Me.
And me. Both of us trying.
Don't.
I'll tell you what. We'll sit down together and read the mail order catalog together. How's that?
Oh, that's perfect. I love reading something at the same time with you.
I was afraid of that.
That's the way I like reading best.
Then come on. We'll go in the living room.
You know, I hardly had a chance to look at it this morning, but it looks fascinating.
This mail order catalog, darling, is for many people the only way to shop.
You mean many people who never get to a store?
Mm-hmm. Many people who live hundreds of miles from the nearest store.
David, that's awful.
Oh, it's not so terrible.
I'd die.
Just wait until you read this catalog. You'll never want to go to a store again.
Well, I do love getting mail.
And everything in this book is a bargain.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, quick, let's sit down here.
I never saw you so anxious to read something.
Well, I'll turn on the standing lamp.
All right.
There. All ready.
Now, let me see. I was reading page 623. Here we are. Now, farm equipment.
Farm equipment? Well, I don't want to look at farm equipment.
Just look at that tractor. Isn't that the most beautiful thing you ever saw?
Stunning.
You'd never think to look at it, would you, that this tractor can pull a double plow.
Fancy that.
Mm-hmm. And look at this. Look at this side delivery rake. What do you think?
You're not going to buy one of those things, are you?
Of course I am. Someday soon you'll realize how handy it is to be able to buy by mail. For instance, now, all of this farm equipment. No reason why I should spend my time in stores. I'm going to order it by mail.
Well, that's up to you. Well, I'm certainly not going to.
Maybe I ought to buy one of these incubators.
What's an incubator?
For hatching chicks.
I thought the hen did that.
Well, hens can. Once the chicks are hatched, you keep them warm in a brooder like this one here.
Oh.
What's the matter? You look as if you didn't like the idea.
I don't think I do.
Why?
David, how many chicks are in a brooder?
Different sizes. Some 270, some 350 or 450.
No.
Here you are. Here's the picture right in front of you.
Well, they must get all mixed up.
What?
Chicks. How do the hens know which is theirs?
Darling, it doesn't matter to the hen.
How do you know?
Well, it's always done this way.
That doesn't convince me. A hen is a mother, isn't she?
Well, so I've always thought.
And I certainly wouldn't want my child in a brooder with...
Darling, are you comparing yourself to a hen?
Well, I think I know a little more the way she feels than you do.
Here. Here's a pasteurizer. You'll have to get one of those, too.
David, you changed the subject.
Did I? And here's a separator, only $34.50.
What's a separator?
Separates the cream from the milk.
Oh, then we don't want one of those.
Why?
I like my milk creamy. I think it's a gyp to serve milk with the cream skimmed off the top. Oh, David, look, we don't want all this farm stuff. It'll only complicate things.
Such as?
Oh, taking chicks away from hens and cream away from milk. Next thing you know, we'll be taking our nice crow away from the field.
We will?
We will.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry I brought it up.
No. Now, let's see what they have in the line.
Hey, David, it's my turn. We've been looking at farm stuff. Let's look at the rest.
What?
Clothes and...
I knew this would happen.
What?
Darling, I'm getting starved. Don't you want to get dinner ready?
Don't you want to take a shower?
All right, you win. What else do you want to look at?
Well, there's a big section on household furnishings.
You want to look at that?
Oh, David, that's a lot of fun. Stoves and refrigerators and... Look, here's one. It's got 6 top burners and insulated oven and 2 non-tip oven racks, whatever they are. I think I'll write in for it.
Darling, you don't want to write in for things.
Why not?
What's the fun of shopping this way?
But, David, it's much more convenient. After all, a stove is a stove, isn't it? I mean, you won't see it in sheep's clothing.
I dare say you won't, darling.
Now, let's see what else there is I want.
Just make a wish and then look it up in the index, and it's yours.
I wish for...
Darling, just look at this index a moment. It's the story of your life.
My life?
Yours, mine, everybody's. This catalog begins at your birth and ends at...
the end.
Here you have everything you need to get born.
Baby powder, thermometers, cribs, toys.
The next big step, graduation.
David, that's a stunning graduation dress.
Marriage. See? Right here. I could buy you a $1,000 engagement ring. A perfect blue-white diamond.
And wedding bands. $9 to $30. My, it's certainly a lot cheaper to get married than engaged.
Many lad has been trapped that way.
Oh.
Then after marriage, your first home. The furniture for it. The tiling and the linoleum for the floor. Wallpaper for the walls. Book clubs to help fill those library shelves. All sorts of clothing right here to fill the closets. Livestock to fill the barns. Seeds to flower the gardens. Lightning rods to protect the house.
We need one of those.
Cute little pinafores for your daughter.
Oh.
Rompers for your son. Sleds and tennis rackets. Fishing lines for vacation. Now, let me see. Where are we? Oh, yes. Then the man in the family starts to make a little money. He buys a car.
By mail?
Well, he can get all the upholstery, tires, and replaceable parts.
They'd be a big help without the car.
And, mind you, he can get a garage door.
I think we could use a garage door, don't you? A garage might grow onto it.
Oh, but you can get a garage, too.
Well, then what do we buy that...
Well, now, let's see. By now, we've gotten a little older. So it's a coal stove to keep the living room a little warmer. See, we put the coal stove over in the left-hand corner.
Oh, yes, I'm going to be right underneath it.
A rocking chair to rock in. Knitting needles. Yarn. You can keep the yarn. Corn plasters. I'll keep the corn plasters. A magnifying glass to read the evening paper with.
Yes.
Woolen underwear that scratches. Maybe some paints and brushes to catch that last sunset. And then a wheelchair.
Oh.
And finally, on page 1172, a nice marble monument.
They think of everything, don't they?
Everything. It's the 7 Ages of Man and Beast in a mail order catalog.
Oh, David, makes me feel so married. I mean, now we've got a mail order catalog between us, sort of telling us all about our lives. You know, come to think, it's really almost all you need to get married in.
Almost, but not quite.
Not quite.
You know, I think I'll get myself a pencil and paper, and then I'm going right straight from front to back in this catalog, and I'm going to make a list of every single one of the things that I want. Now, let me see. A tractor. Tractor. A separator, one separator. How much was that? $34.50.
Oh, that's terribly expensive.
A wheelbarrow.
Listen, write down a stove.
A stove.
And a lantern.
A lantern.
And blue jeans for me.
Blue jeans for you?
Yeah, and you too.
I expect to wear the pants in this family, young woman. Wait a minute. Wheelbarrow. Where are the wheelbarrows?
David, listen, we can't do it this way. It's like pulling numbers out of a hat. We have got to have a system.
A system. I see. That's you and your system. Now, just what would you suggest?
Well, let me see. I think we ought to begin at the beginning and then go through it page by page.
Page by page?
Yes.
Now, let's see.
Certainly. Well, how else are we going to know everything that's in here?
Oh, looky here.
What?
There is a pair of pants just exactly like I had when I was a little boy.
Oh, David.
Look at those corduroys. I think you...
Everything's wonderful. It's going to be a wonderful night. Look, this catalog has how many? 1,196 pages.
Let's see what's on the last page. We'll buy something on the last page. Now, wait a minute. Let's see. 1,106.
We bought everything.
Here it is.
Nothing
A
left.
halter for a horse. I can get one of those for you. Now, let's see. Darling, you underestimate yourself. It's going to be a wonderful week. Come on, let's start at the beginning. Page 1.
Page 1. La 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 la, dum 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 dum, la 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 la.
You don't need to go in for extravagant entertainment if your object is simply to give your guests a gracious welcome and make them feel at home. Actually, a bottle of ice-cold Coca-Cola will do that to everybody's satisfaction at the mere expenditure of 5 cents. Have you plenty of Coke on ice, by the way? No telling when that doorbell will ring, you know. Well, David, you know, we had quite a session there listening to you get through that whole catalog.
Yes, we did, Joe.
Page by page,
Every
too.
last single one. Now, a list of things to order. It's practically as long as the catalog.
You sure you haven't forgotten anything?
I promised Claudia that we haven't. All we need now is a house to move into and a mailbox to stand by the gate.
Oh, why didn't you buy the mailbox by mail? That'd really be logical, you know.
Well, Claudia has a feeling about mailboxes, Joe.
I suppose I'll find out about that tomorrow?
You will. And I have a feeling that when Claudia has a feeling, well, I'll see you tomorrow.
See what you mean. Goodbye, David.
Goodbye, Joe.
Every day, Monday through Friday, Claudia comes to you transcribed with the best wishes of your friendly neighbor who bottles Coca-Cola. So listen again tomorrow at the same time.
From April 8th, 1948, Claudia on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Would you do me a favor and thank this station and support their advertisers? It is their kindness and courtesy that allows us to be with you each and every time we roll around here on your favorite radio station. The station puts us on the air. The advertisers keep us on the air and keep the station on the air. So do business with them both, if you would, please. Also, I would like to remind you that if you miss a day on this station, you don't have to miss a show. You can hear all of our shows on demand at iHeartRadio, Spotify, Spreaker, TuneIn, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, or Amazon through their Audible app. Just search for Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. That's Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. And you can also find the shows on demand at our webpage, which is classicradio.stream. That's classicradio.stream. There you can not only hear the shows on demand, you can learn about building a collection of your own. You can find our social media links and contact me there. classicradio.stream. Have a great day. Tell all your friends the great radio shows are right here at this spot on the dial. Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox on your favorite radio station.